Hello and welcome again to another edition of Sideline Chats. I'm your host, Tim Azevedo, along with my co-host, Rob Meltoni. How's it going?
Good. Happy 1 year.
1 year anniversary. This is pretty cool. It's like our 34th episode.
Yeah, 1 year, 34 episodes.
Getting a little traction on viewers and views. Pretty cool.
Yeah, we got some shirts made.
New shirts made.
Thanks to Rico's custom T-shirts and more.
We got a permanent producer, I think, now.
Yeah, Jamie.
Chatathy. Don't call me Jamie.
2 weeks in a row. Prayers up.
All right, we're going to start it off with a new segment I'm calling I'll Drink to That.
I'll drink to that. This is pretty much bad picks.
Dude.
Etiquette.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. We're going to go over our picks of the week and take our shots that I owe, and then we'll go on from there. Okay, first of all, we had my picks sucked. I got one right. I got Denver wrong. They lost to the Bills 7-31. I got Steelers wrong. They were underdog by 10 points, but they lost by 14 to Baltimore. The one I did get right was the Eagles over Green Bay, 22-10.
Yep, on my side, I didn't see this one coming. The Chargers just did not show up to play.
No, they didn't.
Oh, well, Herbert.
Herbert threw,
decided he was a Texan for the day.
Yeah, we'll talk about we'll talk about the games more.
And then Washington covered.
Yeah, they did.
They won, and then I went against him. I took the Ravens -10 because I don't believe Russell Wilson is a quarterback.
Yeah.
And ended up paying off.
That was
right.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Get over here, Chad. We're going to take our shots.
Yep. But on the side, because the Chargers lost, I ended up doing a parlay with adding the Rams money line, and they took care of business.
You taking a shot? You're taking a few. What do you get? Okay. Yeah, I got to take 2 shots. Yeah.
Top of the morning to you.
Yep, that's Irish whiskey.
That is Irish whiskey.
I feel violent now.
I'm going to wait for a little bit on that second one.
This is going to be a great episode. I'm getting the violence in me.
Today we are Irish.
Holy moly. All right. Going over last week's games. First of all, right out of the gate was Chargers versus Texans. Chargers started off really good, very aggressive offensively. The only problem was there was some interceptions in that game.
He threw more interceptions in that game than he did all year, I believe.
Yeah.
I think he had 3 all year.
And 4.
And 4 in that game.
Yeah, but C.J. Stroud threw 3 interceptions also. It was just kind of a shit show the whole way. Mm-hmm. Texans had no running game. I think the first half they had like 1 run the whole time.
But then didn't Mixon take it over in the second half?
Yeah. McConkey, the rookie wide receiver, he looked really good.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be an up-and-comer next year. He kind of looked like
I had him.
CMC.
I was pissed. I had him stashed on my fantasy team, and I told Chad, like, when we were doing the draft, I was like, oh, I think this guy's going to be good.
Yeah.
And then I just had so many injuries. I couldn't, like, he was on a bye, and I just couldn't wait. And then I think Laura ended up getting him, and he's been pretty good.
But the most important thing was Justin Herbert just really shit the bed. There was 3 quarterbacks that just did not show up, and that was the...
But he didn't shit the bed the worst. There's one worse.
Well, for that game, that was the reason why they lost, is because of quarterbacks.
Yeah, I saw a great meme that said something along the lines of, F it, there's Texans over there. I'm tucking this thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think the other problem is, too, Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa just did, like, the whole defense for the Chargers just didn't show up.
Well, yeah, I think it was the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had a better quarterback...
Do you think they were intimidated? They didn't want to... They were like, I don't want to go see Mahomes. Here's another interception.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Mahomes. Here's another one.
To win.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting a higher draft pick now, right? That's a bright side.
Yeah. How high are they going, though? Like 8 or 9?
No, they're in the 20s. Like 25, 20...
Bengals are 10. I know that.
Oh, and Chargers
no,
are 11.
the Bengals aren't 10.
Niners are
that's
11.
what I said they were.
No, the Niners are 11. So that means the Bengals, what did you finish with, a 9-9 record?
9-8.
So you're probably like 15.
Moving on, the second game was Baltimore versus the Steelers. Baltimore just shellacked the Steelers.
You're right, 17.
I was close.
First half was a very defensive game.
I think it was very defensive for Baltimore, but Derrick Henry went off.
Yeah.
I mean, the Steelers, you don't see many people running on them.
He did like 13 runs in a row.
I think wasn't it like the first couple drives of the game, they didn't pass the ball at all. It was just running.
Yeah. The defense was crazy good, too. It was just all Baltimore.
Yeah. Humphreys, he was a corner that they switched over to safety for Baltimore and kind of turned their defense around. Because I guess they got off to a rocky start, so they moved him to safety. And he kind of just roams the outfield out there and just turned the season around.
The next game was the Bills versus Denver. I thought Denver was actually going to do pretty good.
I thought it was going to be a lot closer.
Yeah,
but
31-7, crazy.
A rookie quarterback, though. That's I knew one of the rookie quarterbacks. I think I mentioned it. I mean, one of the rookie quarterbacks was just going to shit the bed.
Bo Nix actually did pretty good. It was just
the defense couldn't make.
Well, there was some really key drops by his receivers. I don't know if you saw that or not, but he was hitting them right in the hands.
Those were Saturday games.
That one was Sunday. There was 2 Saturdays and then a triple header, or 2 Sundays and then a Monday night.
Right? Yeah.
No, it was 3 Sundays.
3
and a
Sundays,
Monday.
yeah.
Okay. Now we got 4 games this weekend: 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday.
Now where I'll be on Sunday.
Yeah. Packers versus the Eagles. Packers lost because Jordan Love shit the bed.
Yes, he
It was
did.
the other Jordan Love that showed up. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And 2 big interceptions in the first half, 3 total. Saquon Barkley was amazing.
At the same time, you're not going to stop Saquon.
No.
He's going to run the ball.
And Hurts.
No.
Although Hurts was being an idiot right out of the concussion protocol, just
oh
diving
my
head
God.
first. He was such an idiot.
Well,
I said that live. I'm like, this guy, does he remember that he shouldn't be playing this game because he's in concussion protocol
So
still?
hard to watch.
Hey, the best part was the receiver on the sideline reading a book.
Yeah, AJ Brown.
AJ Brown's
And
reading
the
a
coach,
book
I
on the
like
sideline.
the coach came out and said, we like the players do whatever it takes to get comfortable on the sidelines.
Although he did say he's always seen him with the book, he doesn't know that he's read it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was like positive mind reinforcement and stuff like that.
Reaffirmations and stuff.
Hey, I wonder if it's one of those books where it's like the cover's one thing, but what's in it is something way different.
Who knows?
I
Game
wonder
of the
if
week
Chad
was
made that book.
Washington versus the Bucks. It came down to a field goal, and that field goal went right off the post and right
Doink.
through. That was so crazy.
Doink for the win. It showed a good clip of him nervous as hell that whole
But
leading up to it.
but to be honest with you, Daniels for a rookie looked very composed, taking them down the field the last 4 minutes.
It's a great thing for Washington to
Don't you
build
think?
on.
He didn't. It didn't look like it was too big for him.
Yeah.
He
There's
took him
several
down.
people that don't think he's a rookie anymore.
Yeah, no,
at all.
he did the game management. He took him down, and the damn kicker was over there playing with his hair, his sock.
The crazy
everything
one
else.
was at the end, that huge fumble by Mayfield. Like they got the ball, and then the next play they fumbled it. And,
I guess right before that, Baker Mayfield was talking smack to Bobby Wagner, the linebacker.
Really?
Like you're right
I didn't
before.
see
So
that.
I guess the play right before that, he trucked Bobby Wagner. I don't know.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
and then
trucked Wagner.
They
Yeah,
were
he did.
talking smack to each other. And the next play was the fumble.
Yeah.
So is that a new rivalry? I'm kind of here for that.
And then the game that I knew was going to happen, Vikings versus the Rams. Vikings. So Sam Darnold, this was his 7th season, first in the postseason, had his career season of 4,319 yards, but shit the bed in the last 2 games.
And who called this?
I did.
The real Slim Darnold showed up.
Yeah.
You heard it here on Sideline Chats. I told you before Detroit he was going to shit the bed.
No, I told you. He played so bad the week before.
But I called it before the Detroit game.
Oh, okay.
Remember I said who was
Yeah.
going to shit the bed first?
Yeah, so against the Lions, he threw 166 yards and 0 touchdowns, and then the Rams 245s, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. So that's not going to get it done.
But to me, what really it came down to, his numbers don't look that bad, but when you look at how many sacks he took,
yeah,
it just looked. I don't know. Did you guys watch the game live, Chad? When I was watching that game,
you okay?
Yeah.
Cheers.
That was almost all Coke, so
Yeah.
the whiskey's coming.
the Irish is coming. We're on Canadian over here. But just to touch back on that point, He was so bad because there was receivers open, and he just kept going back in the pocket instead of stepping up.
Stutter stepping, happy feet, the whole nine.
And the Rams put together a hell of a young group on their D line.
Yeah.
And I think the guy wears number 0. It's a weird number for a D lineman, and he was just in the backfield all night long, just sacking him. I think they had 8 or 9 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like Sam.
Oh, and it was just one after the other.
Yeah, like Sam Darnold lost millions because he was seeing ghosts out there.
I was cold a little while ago, and now I had a couple shots of whiskey. I am not cold.
It is very warm.
It's getting warm in here quick, and I'm wearing shorts.
Hot in here.
All right, now one of our famous segments, news nobody cares about.
Dun dun dun. Nobody gives a shit about this news.
This was kind of interesting after the what was that? Was a fight night, right? That he was in town for.
Yeah.
Habib was on Frontier, which is a budget airline. He was sitting on the exit.
Yeah, a millionaire sitting in coach on a budget airline.
He couldn't afford to fly any.
He could.
He
He just didn't
absolutely
want
can.
to.
That's his lifestyle.
So he was sitting in the emergency exit seat, and the stewardess asked him to leave his seat because he wasn't fit to sit there or something like that.
He wasn't fit to perform the duties.
Was he drunk?
So I don't
He
know
was
if
not drunk. He
no,
was completely.
He drinks zero
He was
alcohol.
just keeping to himself. He
ever.
never raised his voice. There's a video out, and he said he doesn't need to leave because he paid for his seat. That was his seat. And then after a few minutes, the stewardess called security, and they made him get off the plane.
I have a question for you. So, what makes you qualified to sit at that?
You've got to be able to perform the duties of the emergency exit.
Okay, opening in the door.
Keeping in mind this is a world-class athlete.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
And he
like,
never
if he
he
can't-
never name dropped or anything like
I
that.
guarantee you, this guy could open the door, or probably with a couple fingers, and close
wrestles
the door.
He
Well,
wrestles
that's probably
bears.
what the concern was. Is he looked like a terrorist? I mean,
It definitely looks a lot like
If he
racial
looked-
profiling.
Yeah,
if he looked like a
actually,
terrorist,
absolutely.
he shouldn't have made it through TSA.
And his English is he's got the strong Dagestani accent, but he still speaks very good
he
English.
has an interview after the fight, so yeah, you understand.
Too
what
bad
he's
he
saying.
didn't slap her.
He
Just slap her in the
that
next
whole
week.
airplane does not know how close to death they really
Yeah.
were. And like you said, he stayed super calm. He
Got
was
off.
like,
Yeah, I mean,
and he
I
just
would too,
got
knowing
up.
that I'm going to have a lawsuit with some money coming my way.
Yeah, it was.
But there were some
crazy.
other UFC fighters that stood up for him, and Dana White said it was a ridiculous situation, and we'll see what comes of it. But
Yeah, an hour and a half later, he was on another plane.
Another flight,
A
yeah.
different
Different
airline.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine what old Conor McGregor would have done to that?
Dude, he would have lost.
he
his
would
mind.
not be flying Frontier.
No.
He'd be flying in somebody's private jet.
his
somewhere.
own private
Yeah.
jet, probably.
For that reason.
Yep.
This is the one that nobody really cares about. The Cowboys are now looking for a new head coach.
I heard it was Deion Sanders' job to lose.
Yeah,
I don't know how true
it's
that
a
is.
it's a short list. We got Saleh, Belichick, and Neon.
There's no
Deion.
way. No, there's no way Belichick's going there.
Why not?
He's paying for his girlfriend's tuition with his
Oh,
salary.
yeah.
It was part of the deal.
Yeah. So what
Hey,
was
do you-
what was stupid was the Bears asked like a week ago if they could talk to him,
We talked about it.
And they
I
said
could not-
no.
I hate that rule.
and then
Fired
now,
him 3 days later.
No,
Yeah,
but
now
the-
you can.
No, they just let him go.
I thought
but-
they were in contract negotiations one of the days, and I don't think they could agree on a dollar amount. Maybe.
No, I think I heard it wasn't dollar amount; it was guaranteed years.
Okay.
Yeah, so the money doesn't really matter to him. He just wants to coach still.
And,
so.
and didn't they let their GM go? So right now, Jerry
Yeah.
Jones is the GM,
He's the man.
the coach.
He is the man.
But to be honest with you, I don't see. I mean, Dion might take it, but the other two on that list, I don't see that being an attractive job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I honestly don't. The
Well,
Raiders,
especially knowing that Jones is going to control
well,
you
yeah,
the whole
the
time.
Raiders
Like,
are the Raiders and the Jaguars are way more attractive than coaching the America's team.
Yeah.
I love me the Cowboys.
and then last on
Put up with that,
news nobody
idiot.
cares about. It's a sad thing. A lot of people don't know who this guy is, but Bob Uecker dies at 90. He was
I do.
most famous from Major League.
just a bit outside.
when that
And I
fastball
think,
hits you.
I think a lot of the times in the
Yeah.
movies he was.
Let's have a little drink to Bob Uecker, huh?
Salute.
Salute. Yeah, 90 years old. Man, when the fastball hit the mascot in the head, he called just a bit outside. Yeah. UFC this weekend. What do we got,
Yes.
Chad?
It's UFC 311. I'm going to look up names because there's a lot of Russians, and it's going to be Russian on Russian crime.
Yes.
Islam Makhachev takes on Arman Sarukian. Weird story about him coming out this week. He comes from a billionaire family, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, like they caught him driving a better car than Dana White.
Is it the Middle East or where?
No, he's Georgian.
Okay.
Yeah, they're literally Dagestanis and Georgians that are fighting each other. That's
Is that
where-
little midget going to be here?
Which one?
That little
that was
midget.
totally politically correct.
No, that little guy that.
There is a 145 fight this
No,
weekend.
no, I'm talking about the little guy that he's Dagestani, the little guy that always messes with people. He's like 3 feet tall.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sure he'll be there. I know you're talking about.
I'm here
now.
for that. I like it.
Yeah, that guy's
what's his
pretty
name?
bad.
He's funny as hell.
He's friends with all the Nurmagomedovs. So
Yeah.
he'll be, and one of them's fighting. So that's the next fight.
That'd be cool if he shows up.
Have you-
That guy-
like, there's videos-
he'll be in the crowd for
There's
sure.
videos
100%.
of him sitting on like people's laps in Dagestan doing
yeah,
donuts and
yeah.
shit.
I don't know why I'm drawing a
He's a
blank now.
menace.
Well, yeah, and he's like 25 years old.
Yeah, he's a
Right.
little
Yeah.
menace. He looks like he's 5, but he's just a menace.
That's a title fight. I think, I don't know. Islam's probably going to take that. He's just, until you prove me wrong that he is not as tough as nails.
Are any nerds fighting this weekend?
No, I do not believe no nerds.
Okay.
None of the nerds.
Man, let me know when that comes up because I will be betting on
They're
them,
still
man.
15 and 0.
15 and 0. That's-
Undefeated in the UFC in
Yeah.
that gym. They got gym of the year too, by the way. We got Merab Dalvashelvi
Yeah.
against
Jesus Christ.
Khabib, who got thrown off the airplane's younger brother, Umar Nurmagomedov. That one's going to be close. Umar is tough, and
Okay.
they're the Nurmagomedovs.
Umar's gonna win.
And this is going to be a regular UFC. So
No,
it's-
this is a pay-per-view.
no, a pay-per-view, but it's going to start regular time.
Yes. It's
Okay.
early prelims 3, prelims 5, main event 7.
Okay.
So
Cool.
We'll be
and
watching football.
And then you've got the Samurai Yuri Proshka against Jamal Hill, and I hope he sends him into irrelevancy like he
Yeah.
should after the whole. Oh, they got custom shorts for Jamal. He's the one who Alex Pereira stepped on his foot after he got a nut shot.
Yeah.
And on his shorts, it literally is just all kinds of quotes. He stepped on my foot. I thought it was a timeout.
Oh,
It's the
no.
most ridiculous.
I hope he gets his ass whipped.
Same. And then Renato Moyacano, Manny Moyacano, hopefully he retires Benel Dariush.
Okay.
Because he should have retired last fight. He's
Yeah.
getting up there in age. He's still good. And
We
then-
should have got Chad Drunker to try to read these
I
names.
know.
I told you. That's why I'm looking him up. And then last on the main event, Kevin Holland against Rainier de Rieter, and I think Holland's going to take that too as well.
I like
So,
Holland.
Holland,
I like the name.
I love him. He
Is this a
talks
belt?
so much trash now.
This
No,
is
just the first two.
Okay.
Just the first two. The Yuri fight will probably decide a belt next.
Okay.
He'll probably fight for the belt
Awesome.
after he beats Jamal Hill and retires him.
Alrighty.
So was that part of news nobody cares about?
I do.
No, it's UFC. There's a lot of people who like UFC. Everybody's
know-
talking.
we know Ryan does.
I like UFC.
Man, when I'm dealing,
I
people
just
are
had to
talking to
talk
me.
some shit.
People are talking to me UFC when I'm dealing, and I'm like, dude, I got to pay attention right now. I can't be talking UFC.
Trying to distract the
Yeah.
dealer.
Again, it's going to be an interesting. The Russians hardly ever fight the Russians like this, so you're going to see a lot of crazy wrestling. I think crazy.
Russian on Russian.
Yeah, crime.
All right, we're going to go over this weekend's playoffs. There's going to be 4 games. This is the divisional round, so all of the people that are here deserve to be here. There's no wild cards.
Maybe.
I don't think there's anybody in. Yeah, everybody's. Well, actually, there's one that's just going to be ridiculous. Saturday at 1:30, Texans at KC. KC's a 9-point favorite.
I think they'll cover it.
The 9 points.
Yeah. Although Texas and Shroud, the good Shroud, showed up last weekend.
Yeah.
So
Texans and Al-Ziz, Al-Shire are going to show up.
we'll see. Take Mahomes out.
The late game
Disqualified
Saturday.
first quarter.
This one, Washington at the Lions.
This is the biggest question mark. for me.
9.5 points.
Big. That's a big boy
That's a
spread.
That's a crazy point spread.
For all of the playoffs, I can't
Yeah.
believe those are such
Yeah.
a big spread.
Sunday at noon, Rams at the Eagles. Eagles are a 6-point favorite. I believe the Eagles are going to cover.
No,
No?
I
You
don't
think
know.
it's going to be close?
I don't. It just depends on what Jalen Hurts shows up.
Yeah, that's true.
And the problem with the Rams, they have a really good young defense.
Actually, Hurts is a good quarterback all the time. It's just if he gets contained into the pocket and is not allowed to run, I've
No,
said that
but-
before.
but-
If they keep him in the pocket,
But when he gets outside and run, he makes the dumbest.
Yeah.
He makes I thought Tua was dumb. Like he makes some dumb decisions of
especially last week when he looked like he was going for a slip and slide.
Yeah, he dove head first and just bounced his head right off the grass.
And then this one is the game of the week, and they put it last Sunday
for a reason.
Yeah,
Allen,
for a reason.
Allen versus Jackson.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And hey, I hate to say it, it's one of those two guys is going to be the MVP.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think
Josh
it's-
Allen, I believe. I don't think
it's going to be
the
Jackson.
winner,
Jackson's going to be back-to-back MVP.
and he will
41
still be without a.
41 touchdowns.
They should call the MVP before playoffs.
They know
so
they do.
don't-
The vote's in before
Oh,
the
okay,
playoff.
so they don't let the playoff performances.
Yeah,
affect
no, the
vote.
vote's
Yeah.
in, but I personally 41 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, like 4,100 yards
Yeah.
passing
He
and
was right
800
behind Burrow and
800
everything.
yards rushing.
And
Good luck.
no Super Bowl ring.
We'll see.
He's gonna win it.
No, he's not.
No, I'm messing with you.
Baltimore over KC in the Super Bowl.
No.
Come on.
Casey ain't going to the Super Bowl.
If they are though, and it's Baltimore and KC,
I
KC
think
is
I-
going to destroy Baltimore.
No, good luck tackling Henry all
Oh,
game long.
God. Well, they don't. Okay, it's going to be a huge offensive game. It's going to be a high
For
score.
what? Baltimore Bills?
No, Baltimore and KC if it was in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, they're not. Yeah, I think Detroit's taking them out.
Oh, I didn't
anyways.
mention it. Baltimore and the Bills are a pick'em, so that means it's a even. Whoever wins.
And it's a nice and warm game in
8
Buffalo.
degrees. 8 degrees. Can you believe that?
Can you believe
freezing.
that this game might come down to the kickers? To be no,
With frozen football.
well, no.
Yeah.
To be honest, with the wins over there, Justin Tucker and
Who has sucked actually?
Yeah,
he is a
with the
big
wins.
liability.
and then I forget the kicker's name from the Bills, but he shit the bed last playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he
Yep.
miss a field goal
Yep.
late in the game? So
All
it
right.
might come down to the kickers. You
Yeah.
never know.
You ready to write down our picks of the week?
And then Monday night we have college football
Hold on.
playoff.
Hold on.
Sure.
The Ohio State.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so college football Monday night
Go
on the
blue.
20th.
Ohio State. Notre Dame. Notre Dame for the win.
We have the Ohio State
The rivalry runs deep.
Yeah.
-8 playing Notre Dame
Yeah.
-8.
-8.
We'll see.
I think
Take
it's
it.
gonna.
I'm taking the Buckeyes.
I think it's gonna be an upset.
I could never take the Buckeyes.
Yeah.
on it,
I think
points or not.
I think
I'm
the,
rooting
I
for
think
Notre
I
Dame.
think the Buckeyes are going to win by
Yeah.
2 touchdowns.
It's probably, but I'm rooting for Notre Dame.
We'll see.
I do like Notre Dame, but I just have a feeling the Buckeyes it's
Yeah.
their year.
All right, now we're moving on to the last segment of the evening. Picks of the week.
You get to
With-
go first again, huh?
With those point spreads are crazy. Well, no. Oh, yeah, because you lost more.
I lost again. It's a trend.
2 weeks in a row.
I do pretty good at these. Come playoffs.
Are we doing our locks too for 2 points? Or are we just doing 3 points?
Let's do the locks.
Locks of the week.
There's plenty of
Um,
games here. We could pick 3.
All 4 of them? Yeah.
Na-
Okay.
And now Rob proved last week there are technically 8 picks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he can go
Well,
against
he's
you.
going to have to. Somebody's going to have to go. And if I pick one, he can't pick the same, so he's got to pick against me.
Oh, what a shame.
Okay. My pick of the week, lock of the week, is the Bills over Baltimore.
That's your lock?
It's just all they have to do is win the game at home in the cold against Lamar
Bills
Jackson.
over Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do this just for the show purposes?
Yeah.
Should we do it? I'll roll with it. I'm gonna run it back.
You're locking in the opposite?
I hate to do this.
You love to do this.
Baltimore for the win, and it's gonna be a touchdown to Mark Andrews to finish the game. He hasn't got a postseason touchdown. He's getting it, and
Okay, Mystic Rob.
I personally don't think the Bills have a big enough linebacking core and a big enough D line to stop Henry from running all day.
My second pick is going to be Eagles -6 over the Rams. They can cover that.
I really want the Rams to go do something because all the LA Fires. They have a
Yeah.
good story, but they're playing on short weeks. The only chance they got is, Stafford can go out there and just throw piss missiles all day long
Yeah.
and give them a shot, but I see the Eagles covering.
Okay. So what's your second pick?
My second pick is going to be, I'm going to take the Texans -9. I'm going to use that to my advantage.
Okay.
I think KC wins by a touchdown.
All right. I think KC is going to win by more than a touchdown.
I think
I'm going against you. KC over Texans. Yeah.
this is a beautiful thing. I got the last pick,
9. Well, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
-9. You're taking a -9.
Yeah.
How many times has KC covered the spread?
Not very many times. One time. One time.
Hey, Chad, just put an L by that one.
Oh, my gosh. Maybe I like to drink. Maybe I like to drink.
There's 1-800 drinkers.
Okay.
Drinking anonymous.
There's all kinds of anonymous things.
I like you drinking, though. It's
Yeah.
good. It's better for the show.
What's your last pick?
Last pick, Danielson had a great season, but I think he met his I'm your Huckleberry. As
You think
Jamie,
the Lions are going to cover?
As Jamie says, Lions -9.5.
Wow. So they
Good
got to
lu-
win by a touchdown and a field goal.
I think it's going to be way more than that. I think you're going to see
Don't they get Knuckles back? Is he the running back?
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah.
So there you go.
yeah, no, I think you're going to see a score similar to, maybe not as bad as the Bills, but kind of like the Baltimore game, 14-32, 14-31.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty good too. I like
Just
that pick
because
actually too.
to be honest with you, that stadium's going to be popping. It's loud in
Yeah.
there.
Why don't you mention the guy's shirt company again?
Again, shout out to Eddie Rico's Custom Tees. We'll put his link in or his Instagram page in the description. He
Eddie,
came
thanks
through.
for the t-shirts.
We got
Great job.
We got some T-shirts made, some hats made. We'll order up again. Here's the back of them.
Don't mention what that looks like.
Don't know if you're gonna see it. But
All
yeah,
right.
shout out to Eddie. I hit him up like last week sometime, and he got them done by
Actually, it looks
Tuesday.
just like your hat. You didn't have to turn around.
What an idiot! Such an idiot. So
All right,
bet
guys.
with us, bet
Yeah.
against us. We're looking forward to it. Any comments on the YouTube page? lately?
No, not too many comments. But we
You
got,
did. Hey, you did get shouted out by somebody.
Yeah, whatever.
David Lombardi. My bad.
Yeah, he.
My bad.
Yeah, made it a
Big
highlight.
time. Hey, big timer over here blushing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Again, subscriptions are free. All you gotta do is hit that little subscribe button and the like button, and it'll tell you when we got a new video out. Thanks again for watching.
Yeah, it's free, unlike the little blue page that you guys subscribe
Yeah.
to. $4.99 a month.
Yeah. All right, guys, that'll do it for this week. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.